Greetings mod lovers across the universe, DW here along with no one else because this is Mod Explaining. In the last episode I ended up showing you pocket computers. In this video I'm going to be showing you basically advanced computers, advanced turtles, advanced monitors and advanced pocket computers. And wireless pocket computers. Advanced wireless pocket computers. Anything that has the word advanced in it, basically I'm going to be explaining that today. So without further ado, let's begin. Now the first thing I'm going to start off with, I'm going to end up showing you the difference between... In this video, basically I'm going to be showing you the differences and the similarities between an advanced computer and turtle, etc. and a normal computer and a normal turtle, etc. So without further ado, let's begin. The first thing I'm going to do is actually go into here, end up doing ls. Now, off recording, I ended up adding loads and loads of code that I've ended up using in the past into these computers and turtles and monitors, etc. So you can end up seeing the similarities. So if I end up going cd disk and then ls, okay. In these two, I've ended up adding I almost said password. A program I've ended up using in the past called pass, which is basically like a password. So if I end up typing both of those out, I'll start with the advanced computer first. Now if I end up actually typing out random rubbish, it ends up keep on coming up with bad password, as you remember when I actually ended up showing off this program. If I end up doing the right password, which is DW13, it ends up working. And if I end up doing the exact same thing with a normal computer, I almost said turtle, you can see it ends up doing the exact same thing, unless of course I put in the password. And it ends up doing the exact same thing. So basically, any code you end up using in a computer, you can end up using it in an advanced computer. If I end up doing the same with these turtles, if I end up doing cd disk, end up doing cd disk, and end up going ls in both of them, I've ended up adding a program I've used in the past called pacing, which it basically ends up going back and forth, back and forth. See, it ends up going back and forth, pacing. So that's the advanced turtle. If I'm doing it with the normal turtle, it should end up doing the exact same thing as that advanced turtle is doing. As you can see here, it's doing the exact thing. The exact same thing as the advanced turtle. So any code I've used in the past for a normal turtle, you can end up using with an advanced turtle. I'm going to quickly stop those because I don't want them to keep doing that forever. Okay, perfect. Doesn't matter that that's behind. Oh yeah, also I end up filling up this little chest you see here with all the advanced turtle types. Basically, hold on, any type of turtle that I've ended up showing you in the past, like I don't know, a digging turtle or a farming turtle, there's an advanced version of those turtles, just in case you're wondering. It's not just one single turtle that's been advanced. Okay, another thing is advanced monitors and normal monitors. If I end up going cd disk and end up going ls, I've also ended up adding a program in here called monitor, which basically ends up coming up with hi Minecraft DW13, good to see you, you should remember that. And if I end up doing it with a normal monitor, you should all guess what's going to happen. cd disk, ls, and I end up typing out monitor. It ends up doing the exact same thing. So basically, once again, any code I've ended up using with monitors in the past can end up working with an advanced monitor, just so we're clear. And finally, I'm going to get on to the last thing to show you when it comes to comparing stuff. I'm going to end up showing you the difference, the similarities between an advanced, wait, what am I doing? ls, and an advanced pocket computer and a normal pocket computer. So if I end up doing send remote, and that should be that. If I end up doing cd disk, you should all remember this code. It's the code I used the last episode, where ls, where it ends up letting me remote control a turtle. So if I now do this, goes back and forth, that side, hold on, back, forward, up, down, side to side, back. Once again, you should remember that. If I do it with a normal turtle, it should work just the same. Hold on. Let's see here. Okay. ls, and then send remote, and then I end up doing it with a normal turtle, cd disk, ls, and then remote. If I end up doing, say, hold on, if I end up doing the same thing, back, forward, hold on, let me get a better view again. Whoops. God damn it, I'm trying to get a really good view of this. Okay, here we go. Back, forward, oh, whoops. I forgot to do this. Yeah, seeing that it's actually sending the same signal, it'll also end up sending the same thing. I forgot to turn this one off. So yeah, I guess that's something to prove for the future. If you end up having a turtle with the same kind of code to receive information from the Pocket Computer, it can end up actually end up doing the same thing. You know what I mean. I didn't actually mean to show that, but I guess that's kind of information that's good to know if you're using Pocket Computers. Make sure that, hold on. Okay, so back to this, and let's see. Turn, up, down. Okay, and as you can see, once again, it ended up working exactly the same way a advanced Pocket Computer did. Yeah. But anyway, that's just to show you that basically any code you end up using with a computer, turtle, monitor, or Pocket Computer can end up being used in an advanced computer, turtle, monitor, or Pocket Computer. But that's that to show. But I've shown you the similarities. By the way, I'd like to actually just say this now. I know for a fact that any code I've shown you in the past with normal turtles, normal computers, normal monitors, or normal pocket computers can work on advanced computers, etc. Because off recording, I actually ended up going through all my videos and actually ended up testing out all that code I've ended up showing you in the past in the advanced computer, advanced turtle, and etc. all the rest. So I know for a fact that all of them do actually work. So if you don't believe me, you can always test it out for yourself, although it would take a long time, believe you me. But that's what I ended up having to show you for what am I going to say here? That's what I have to show you for them being similar. But for the next few minutes, I'm going to be trying to show you the differences. Now, hold on. Okay, the next thing I'm going to be showing you is a program I actually found out for myself. Now, if I end up actually doing... Okay. Now, with advanced computers, they can end up actually running... I actually found out this program you can end up actually running that you can't actually run in a normal computer. It's called Paint. So if I end up doing Paint and then give it a name, DW, it ends up actually letting you go into here and actually create a little painting of your own design. See? I can end up doing this. This. I'm going to give him a little nose. There we go. And if you want to get rid of it, all you need to do is click on one of these crosses to get rid of the picture. Yeah, which you can see right here. And I'm not going to save that, I'm just going to exit. You could do the same thing with actually advanced pocket computers as well. If I end up doing god damn it. Add, I can end up doing the same thing, except the screen's a bit smaller. If I end up doing it blue right now. Okay, see? Same thing again, and I don't know what happened to his nose, but there we go. But yeah, you can see again, and I can end up getting rid of it. Hold on. Okay. Hold on. And obviously, they end up working on the advanced computer and Pocket Computer, but obviously, they actually don't work on the... See, it actually doesn't work on a normal computer. It only ends up working on an advanced computer or advanced Pocket Computer. If you don't believe me, once again, if I end up doing Paint and then the name, still doesn't work because this program doesn't exist on here. It only exists on the advanced computer and advanced Pocket Computer. It also doesn't actually work on the advanced turtle, interestingly enough. If I end up actually showing you, see, this program doesn't actually even exist, which is quite interesting. I don't know why it doesn't exist, but whatever. Hold on. Okay. Oh yeah, and next thing to actually show you is the fact that advanced, let's call it, what am I going to call it? Advanced computers and advanced turtles and etc. can actually end up actually writing code in different colors, whereas with the normal turtles, normal computers or turtles or etc. don't actually write it in different colors. If I actually end up going edit pass, you can see that the code is actually written in different colors, whereas if I end up going into edit pass on here, it's all just black and white. There's nothing really colourful about it, which is quite cool, and that's what actually makes it easier to see the code in a way, if you know what I mean. Because with this, it's just black and white. With this, it kind of makes it easier to see. By the way, after testing this code and other codes I've used on the advanced computer and advanced turtle and etc., I think, and this is only a theory, but I think that each and every one of the colors of the code actually end up doing different things. There's 3 different colors I found. There's yellow, red, and green. I think the yellow is actually the code that ends up actually doing certain functions or certain commands, so to speak. The red, I believe, is the kind of code that ends up writing out certain things, like for instance, you can end up seeing turtle.write and then it's in red here for what's going to be written out. And the green, I believe, is the kind of stuff that ends up storing information. Now, you've seen yellow here, and you can see what I kind of mean, because all of these end up doing different things. Like a function definitely does something, and local definitely does something, and if and then do something. And the red ends up obviously writing that out, so you can see what I mean. But I haven't actually shown you what I mean by. Hold on. If I end up doing cd ... just leave that. I'm going to end up showing you what I mean by green. What green does. Now you remember these folders and this and the disk drive right here. Now those that are actually in green. What I mean is that anything that ends up storing information like a folder is actually colored green. So if I actually end up going into ROM and I'm doing ls, you can actually see all the ones that are actually folders and all the ones that are actually programs. Until I ended up going to the advanced computer, I don't even think I actually knew this was a program. I thought it was just another folder. But these are actually folders, and this is actually a program. If I also end up going cd programs, cd program, see, as you've done there, and if I end up doing ls, you can see all the ones that are actually folders and all the ones that are actually programs. Whereas, if you end up actually going, hold on, if I end up actually going cd ls. What the hell? There's 2? Oh, right, because they're both connected there. That's interesting. And if I end up going ROM, end up going cd programs, and end up doing ls. With this one, it's hard to tell which ones are folders and which ones are programs, whereas here it's dead simple. So you can see what I actually mean by it's actually much easier to see the difference, and you can see what I mean by green means it ends up storing different information. Okay, hold on. Now the next thing I'm going to show you is... Okay, the next thing I'm going to show you... Sorry, I just need to think about... There's a lot I have to show you today, and I'm kind of trying to remember it all. The next thing I'm going to show you is... Hold on, if I just get out of here... The fact that you can end up actually... Hold on. CD disk, I'm going to need to go into the program again. And if I end up doing edit... Actually, I should just be able to just type it down, shouldn't I? Hold on, go back. There we go. And if I end up actually doing the same with this... Sorry about this. Taking a little while here, and end up doing CD disk, and end up doing edit, pass. Okay. Now, in the past, you've, in order to get to certain places, I've obviously had to end up doing this in order to move around. I've ended up having to use the arrow keys in order to move around. And but with the advanced computer, there's actually an advanced turtles and blah blah blah, etc etc. There's actually a faster way to get to places. If I just end up clicking on a place where I want to go, it actually ends up the cursor actually ends up taking you to that certain place. So instead of me having to end up using the arrow keys as usual, I end up just needing to click on where I want to go, and it literally takes me there. Whereas with the turtle, you can't do that. Hold on. Whoops. End up pressing. Whoops. Okay. Anyway, you see the cursor right here? Not working. Not working. No matter what I do, it's just not going to move. Whereas with the advanced computer, it ends up working quite well, and it's actually quite fast and much more efficient, which I find amazing, by the way. Okay, but now I'm actually going to get on to something else. Now I'm actually going to leave that right there and end up going here. Anyway, continuing on. Another thing I've actually noticed, if I end up actually doing programs, and I end up actually doing it the same with the other computer, programs. I spelled it wrong. I missed the word O. programs. If you actually end up noticing a big difference here, let me count the columns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whereas with here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. With advanced computers and advanced turtles, etc., etc., they actually end up having much more code, and they actually end up having much more programs than in a normal computer. And the same goes for, obviously, for, hold on, programs with an advanced turtle. See, it has more code. Hold on, programs. See, notice that it has all this code, but notice that you actually need to end up going down even further just to get to the rest of the code, which shows you that there's definitely more code in here than there is in here, which is quite impressive. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, also, I'd like to actually mention this now, just in case you end up actually wanting to know any of these new programs that are in in the advanced turtle or advanced computer or advanced pocket computer, etc., etc. I'm not going to actually bother explaining what any of these new programs actually do, because as I've shown you in the past, all you actually need to do in order to learn about a program is end up doing help and then the name of the program. Now let's see, I'm going to pick a program. I'm going to pick, where is it? Repeat. I'm going to end up picking repeat, and it should end up telling us what the program does. As you can see here, repeat is a program for repeating RedNet messages across long distances to use connected to or more modems to a computer and run the repeat program. And then it ends up saying more and more and more. I'm not going to read all of that. But you can end up seeing right here, if you want to actually learn these new programs that aren't in the normal turtle or the normal computer, you can end up just doing help and then the name of the program, just like I've shown you in the past. Okay, another thing I actually like to mention is that another thing I actually like about a normal turtle, or not a normal turtle, what I like more about an advanced turtle than a normal turtle is that it can actually end up, hold on, let me quickly get a bit of some pile of coal. Now, hold on, that's the wrong pile. I'm going to need at least, I know I have a pile right here, but I'd rather keep that just to remind me when I need coal. 3 stacks. Okay, and if I end up going into a normal, hold on. If I end up going here and going here, now as you should remember in the past, if I end up doing refuel all, it ends up refueling the turtle and ends up doing 2000 fuel in it, meaning that, and it also ends up telling you that it's actually reached its limit. So the limit of fuel that a normal turtle can take is 2000. But with a advanced turtle, if I end up doing a refuel all, it actually ends up taking, I actually can't even read that number, it's so big. I think it's 51,200? Yeah, 51,200. And if I end up putting another bit of fuel in, whoops, wrong one. If I end up putting another bit of fuel in, it actually ends up refueling it again, and now it's reached its limit, and look at how much fuel it has now. I think that's 100, wait, 10,000? Is that 10,000? I think it's 100,000. Yeah, that's 100,000. I'm pretty sure that's 100,000. If I'm wrong, then I'll just put a caption saying I'm wrong. Anyway, you can see that it ends up carrying way more fuel than a normal turtle, meaning that it can end up actually doing much more and end up traveling much further and end up doing much more tasks for you, which I find quite impressive. Oh yeah, hold on. Another thing I'd like to mention, now I know I've ended up pointing out mostly differences between a normal turtle and an advanced turtle, or a normal computer and an advanced computer, but here's actually another similarity. Just like you can end up coloring a normal turtle, you can also end up coloring an advanced turtle, which I actually find quite good. And on the sorry, I can't actually speak that well today. I don't know why. And just like any other, you can end up actually coloring it to its normal color. Hold on, that's now yellow again. I want to get back to grey. Hold on, where's grey color for the normal turtle? This color? That's not the color I want. Okay. I don't think I'm going to get it back to its normal color. It's interesting how that's easy to get back to its color. You know what? That's good enough. I don't think I can see any other greys in here. Unless because you want it to be black, but I don't really want that. But anyway, continuing on. Oh yeah, another thing I'd like to mention. Obviously, you should already pick this up, but obviously, I might as well just point this out just in case. For those that do not know about floppy disks or disk drives, but just like a normal, as you can see here. Hold on, if I actually end up going out, a advanced computer or turtle or advanced computer or advanced turtle or etc. can end up actually using a disk drive and floppy disk, just like a normal turtle or a normal computer. So basically, you can end up actually using an advanced turtle or computer or etc. can end up actually using disk drives just like a normal turtle / computer, which is actually quite good. Or else it would be quite hard to put files in there. I know that's kind of an obvious fact, but just for those that don't know much about disk drives or floppy disks, that probably because you missed my episode when I did that, I just wanted to end up pointing that out. Now, hold on. Okay, the next topic I'm going to bring up is a kind of a weird one. I'm not going to lie, it's kind of a weird one. If I end up doing... Actually, hold on. Yeah, I'm going to end up just going into here. I'm going to end up making a new program called Edit Test. You'll see why in a second. Where edit test. Okay. Now here's a weird little thing I found out. Now some of you may know this symbol. It's the pound sign you end up having in England. Unless of course you're in America where you end up having this sign. Whoops. Well, notice how you can end up actually placing this one down, but with... Hold on, edit test. But with a normal computer, or slash normal turtle, you can't actually put this symbol down. It just ends up coming up with question marks. It ends up just coming up with question marks no matter what you do. And every time you end up trying to put that symbol down. Now, you can end up actually putting down a... Putting down a pound sign in here, but here's the weird thing. If I end up doing... Hold on. If I end up placing it down and try and get rid of it, it ends up actually coming up with question marks not only here but at the side. Also, if you end up actually pressing space, it also ends up doing that as well, which is also quite weird. And on top of that, if you end up doing enter in order to get away from it, you also end up, not only do you end up getting question marks there, you also get a question mark there and a question mark there. So, I guess no matter what, you can't end up actually putting it down, because as soon as you try and leave it, it ends up doing question marks. But the weird part is, it lets you place it down. It actually does let you place it down, even though in a way it doesn't matter. Although with a normal turtle or a normal turtle or a normal computer, it doesn't actually let you do that, etc. And just so we're clear, obviously the same goes for... Hold on, edit test. The same goes with an advanced turtle or a normal turtle, and the same goes for an advanced pocket computer or a normal pocket computer. They all end up doing the same thing when it comes to that symbol. Now, another thing I'm going to end up showing is... Hold on. Okay, the next thing I'm going to be showing is... Hold on, I'm going to actually end up showing you this. Now, some of you may end up remembering this. If I end up doing felling... You remember this little program here? Well, cool little thing. If I end up actually showing you this, you notice that all the blocks are actually different colors, and actually makes it look much more colorful. Hold on, I'm going to try and get a... Oh, wow, I'm going to get here soon. Hold on. Just going to do that. Just going to do that. I'm trying to find another good one. Come on, give me another good one. You know what? Screw it. What? Damn it. I've ruined my one chance. You know what? I'm bored now. Oh! I did actually get one. Okay, anyway. But anyway, with this game, you can end up having colored blocks in a advanced pocket computer. But as you remember, in a normal pocket computer, it actually ends up having it in black and white. I'll just quickly show you. See, it actually ends up having symbols inside the blocks. I don't know why. And It's just in black and white, which makes it a bit more boring looking, to be honest. But with, hold on. Okay, hold on. But with a advanced pocket computer, when you end up playing the game, the blocks are actually in different colors, making it look much more interesting. Okay, let's hold on here. Okay, let's see here. The next thing I'm going to be showing you is... Oh yeah, hold on. Here's a cool fact. Now if I end up actually... Hold on. Oh yeah. Hold on. If I end up actually going into monitor, edit, monitor... And if I end up actually adding a bit of code, say... Hold on, where am I here? Actually, hold on. I'll just add it here. Okay. If I end up actually adding a bit of code right here, there's actually a bit of code I found out with advanced monitors that you can't end up using in normal monitors. And if I end up quickly doing this, if I end up putting down set text, color, and then that's the British, that's not the British, that's the, whoops, I forgot to make this a capital C. I was going to say that this is the American spelling. I'm just using that just to save time, because the English spelling ends up having to use one more letter in it. Yeah, that's the reason I'm doing it. Anyway, monitor, and then dot set a background, and then color, and then and then I'm gonna end up doing save. Alright, and then the next thing I'm going to be... And then it should end up working. So if I end up now doing this, if I end up now using that... What? Number 6. What have I done wrong? Code number 6. Wait, what have I done wrong? This is number 6. What have I done wrong? I can't see anything I've done wrong. What the hell? Okay, we'll be right back once I figure out what I've done wrong. I'll see you then. Okay, viewers, we're back. I found out what the problem was. In this kind of little bit of code here involving around the color of the thing, I forgot to end up putting an S at the end for colors. You actually need to end up putting an S. You can't end up putting... You need to end up putting an S at the end for colors instead of just putting color. Color.red. You need to end up doing colors.red. So now if I end up doing this, it should end up actually making the text blue and making a red background around the... behind the text. And as you can see here, hi Minecraft, DW13, good to see you. It ended up doing a blue, sorry guys, my brain's turned off. Blue text and a red thing behind a red background behind the text. Now if I end up actually doing this with, hold on, edit. If I end up doing this with the normal... God damn it, I kid you not, I was pressing on it anyway. If I do this with the normal monitor, it should end up actually not working, because this code doesn't actually work with it. So I end up doing tel.set text, color, and then colors dot blue, and then monitor dot set, hold on, I'm trying to remember here, background, and then colors dot red, and then I end up doing this. It should work, or it shouldn't work, I mean. So if I now end up doing this, it ends up coming up with this message saying, color not Wait, what does that say? Sparted. I'm probably saying that wrong. Very sorry. Sparted. Anyway, basically it's saying, I think it's saying that it can't actually find that color because that color doesn't exist on this certain monitor. But with this one, it does, because it's the advanced version of a normal monitor, meaning that it's an advanced monitor. But anyway, continuing on. Okay, with the next bit, I'm going to end up... what am I going to do? I'm going to end up getting rid of this floppy disk and end up actually getting this floppy disk. and actually I'm going to end up moving it to this one. Basically what I'm going to show you now is, hold on, CD, boop, and then doing a CD disk, and I'm going to basically end up showing you that if you end up actually making a program on here and end up moving it to an advanced, if you end up making a program on a normal computer and end up moving it to an advanced computer, it will end up working just the same. So if I end up doing edit pass, see, the program ends up working just the same, and essentially, seeing that it's moved it to the advanced computer, it ends up actually changing the look of the text. Ends up making the blah 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 blah. Sorry. It ends up coloring the text. How hard is that to say? And not only that, it should end up actually working just the same. So if I end up doing this, ends up working just the same. DW13 works just the same as expected. Okay, the next thing I'm going to show, and for this bit, I'm actually going to end up going to the advanced. Hold on. The advanced. Pocket computer. So if I end up doing ls and then edit, send remote, you can end up seeing it's a very long list here. Now if I actually end up using the scroll wheel, it actually lets me end up scrolling up and down, which you can't actually end up doing on a normal pocket computer. Just for example's sake, if I end up going on the normal pocket computer, end up doing ls. Edit, send remote. Okay, and if I end up doing scrolling up and down, which I'm actually doing right now, I can't move no matter what. I'm trying my best, but no, I can't move. So I'm gonna have to end up using the arrow keys. But once again, with the advanced pocket computer, or basically advanced turtle or whatever, because it ends up doing the exact same thing when you end up scrolling up and down. Whoops, that's just me moving around with the scroll wheel. If you end up moving up and down with the scroll wheel on an advanced pocket computer, an advanced turtle, or an advanced computer, it ends up scrolling up and down and ends up working. Whereas a normal turtle, a normal computer, or etc. will not actually work and will not actually go scrolling up and down. Okay, we're almost actually at the end of the episode. Sorry that it's actually been such a long episode. I've got so much to show you, so to speak. Alright, now, hold on, just ignore that. Now, I'm actually just going to quickly show you that if you end up using a normal turtle with an advanced monitor, it should end up actually working. So if I end up actually doing ls, I've ended up calling it just the same. It ends up actually working exactly the same. It ends up actually working with the same blah 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 blah. Basically, if you end up using a normal computer, it still ends up working with an advanced monitor, even though it's much more advanced than the computer you're using. Just like if you end up using an advanced computer and end up using a normal monitor, it should end up working just the same, of course, unless you end up using. Hold on. If you end up using the new code I showed you, which is monitor.set text color and monitor.set background color. If you end up doing that to a normal monitor, then obviously it won't work, which I've already shown you, even if it's using an advanced computer. And finally, the last thing I'm going to show you is, hold on, if I end up just going over here. Now this should be the most obvious thing to show you, but whoops. Actually, it doesn't even matter. Just going to quickly get rid of that. If you end up actually right-clicking on the turtle, obviously you end up going into it, advanced. If you end up going into either an advanced computer or advanced turtle, you can end up actually having a different screen. Ends up having a golden-looking screen, then to a normal computer or normal turtle, etc. It ends up having a greyish screen, which obviously you should end up actually noticing. But I'm just pointing that out just in case you didn't notice, just so you end up seeing that. Also, it's actually quite useful when. Hold on. It's also quite useful if you end up actually colouring, say, your turtles, and you can't actually tell the difference between either of them. Well, all you need to end up doing is just going into them and actually see which one's which. See, golden means the advanced turtle, greyish means the normal turtle. But That's finally, and I quote that because I've seen how long the episode is, and my god, I think I'm going to have to cut this into 2-parters. That's actually all the code, that's actually everything I have to show you guys. Hope you all enjoy, remember to subscribe, make sure to leave a like. I hope this was quite useful to you, because I don't think anyone's actually ever done a video about the differences between advanced computers, advanced turtles, etc. between, and the the differences between a normal computer and a normal computer and a normal turtle with an advanced turtle, etc., etc. You get the picture. But I hope that was useful to you. I hope you all enjoyed, and I guess I'll see you next time. Bye.